Okay, hi. So, welcome to this new episode, which we are going to be having on a chat with a very special friend of mine, uh, Sanjay Bidyanta. And as you can see from the back of my screen, so he's the weatherman. Yeah, so he does a very important task based out of Central India, which is also my hometown, Nagpur. Yeah. Uh, so, without too much of uh, ado, let's hear from the man himself. So, sir, दादा प्रथम बोलून, let's hear about your जिंदगी का सफर till now.
Uh, Thanks to him. It's a nice venture of yours. Uh, and the topic is very apt, actually, Zindagi Ka Safar. It's what I feel is it's very difficult to describe Zindagi Ka Safar and that too in a nutshell. Okay. Because, I mean, uh, you just look at Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, okay, from
Hmm.
where he has reached to which place.
Yeah.
Then you can see Rajnikant. Uh, Previously, he was a bus conductor, but now, very recently, he is awarded with Dada Saheb Phalke Award.
Hmm.
And similar, but we are all normal human beings, and uh, probably we won't be able to understand what they have gone through or what was their participation, how much they have to uh, sacrifice to
Hmm.
reach that spot. Anyways, but uh, regarding the topic, Zindagi
Yeah.
Ka Safar,
Hmm.
uh, I would like to sing few songs for you.
Wow.
See, the first one is actually this song is in Hindi. Okay,
Hmm.
one is जिंदगी का सफर है ये कैसे सफर कोई समझा नहीं कोई जाना नहीं. This is one song. There's
Hmm.
another one that is जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना जिंदगी एक सफर है सुहाना यहाँ कल क्या हो किसने जाना. And the third one is जिंदगी हंसने गाने के लिए है पल दो पल. So these are the three different songs and the same zindagi that can be enjoyed in three different ways. Okay, either it can be a melancholy period or it can be a very happy moment, or it
Yeah.
can be in some other way you can enjoy your life.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's
This
a
is what I
wonderful.
feel.
Yeah. And I think you have picked a very apt song, and hearing from your voice is always a pleasure. Yeah. So I think all three are being sung by Kishore Kumar.
Yes, all the three has been sung by Kishore Kumar.
Sung by Kishore Kumar. So different aspects of life which is there. Um, so
Right.
similarly, I think continuing with this, so just like life has got different aspect, weather itself is going to be having its own way. Yeah.
Right.
So the question is it easy to forecast the external weather, or is it easy to forecast the internal weather, like figuring out whether are you going to get mutton with rice today? Can you figure it out easily, or you think that's the difficult one?
Uh, I think um, to forecast what will be the weather like in home is always difficult. Probably you might be thinking that you will get this thing today
Hmm.
for food.
Hmm.
Uh, so then you will have to prepare yourself also,
Uh,
right?
correct.
Suppose if you have to have mutton at home, then
Hmm.
you will have to go to get the mutton,
Hmm.
and then it will be cooked by our homemaker.
Uh,
So this is, but still, to understand
Hmm.
What will be the weather like it at home is always
Hmm.
difficult than predicting the forecast outside.
Okay.
Although there will be so many parameters,
Hmm.
uh, there will be so many parameters to forecast the weather, external weather.
Hmm.
Still, I think that is an
Easier
easier
way.
part. Easier part.
Easier way. So at least the external one will have some kind of framework, and it will have some kind of methodology which is going to be there. Internal to pata nahi, there are too many variables and no one has been able to figure out what variables work. घर के अंदर पता नहीं क्या वेरिएबल काम करेगा.
नहीं नहीं, घर के अंदर में जितने फैमिली मेंबर्स,
हाँ.
all the family members, they are the variables. Okay.
There.
Somebody
हाँ.
will say, "No, we would like to have chicken today." Someone
हाँ.
will say, "We will have mutton or we
Yeah.
will have fish." Eh?
हाँ.
So that is these are the variables at home. But we will have standard variables
Hmm.
when we are working to predict the forecast. We will have the maximum temperature, the minimum temperature, the wind, the relative humidity in the morning, in the evening.
Hmm.
Okay, and
Hmm.
then we will be calculating so many winds at different levels as we
Hmm.
go up in the air.
Hmm.
We will be releasing the balloons along with
Hmm.
one instrument that is called a radio sonde instrument, and then
Okay.
we will have transmitter in that instrument, and there
Hmm.
will be one receiver at the ground
Hmm.
station where it
Hmm.
will be continuously sending the data, and this will be collected, and then this will be analyzed to tell you at what levels we will have different temperatures.
Hmm.
Then these things are being transmitted to the pilot
Hmm.
through your air traffic control to tell
Hmm.
that pilot what will be the weather like or what will be the wind speed at different level where the
Hmm.
pilot is flying. Okay,
Hmm.
this is one part. But then if you put if you are studying about cyclone, okay,
Hmm.
the cyclone basically it starts at, either at in Indian Ocean. I mean, in the ocean it will start, and then
Okay.
it will travel depending on the winds and depending on the moisture, which it will get in the sea. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now you will have buoys on the sea surface to tell us uh, what will be the waves, height of the waves.
Hmm.
Okay. And
Hmm.
then you will have ships. Some designated ships are also there,
Okay.
which will be collecting the different parameters for the
Hmm.
weather. And this
Hmm.
everything will be ingested into a computer.
Okay.
Okay. And in the morning, 5:30, we will have that initial conditions of the weather. And
Hmm.
then we will work on the computer to tell what will be the weather like after 3 hours, 6 hours, 9 hours.
Hmm.
These are actually the forecast.
Okay.
These are the forecast, and then 12 hours, like 72 hours, then after 10 days, after 1 month.
Hmm.
So depending upon the time period, we will have the forecast.
Okay. Um, in weather again, one thing which puzzles me is why do you have all the cyclones to be named after female? So, is there any written standard about it that it has to be a female name?
No, 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 it's not like that.
Okay.
Nothing. It is different countries. Different countries actually. There are many countries which are involved in the naming pattern.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there are we all the neighboring countries. They are also involved in
Okay.
naming the cyclones.
Okay.
Once, suppose one cyclone that has been named by India, if
Mm-hmm.
it hits and then it has been named. So next, probably if the Bangladesh has named they have given one name that Ornob.
Mm-hmm.
Ornob is the name that has been given uh, by
Uh,
Bangladesh.
okay.
Okay, so
Uh,
Ornob means jhor,
uh,
cyclone. So
okay.
people might not be knowing, but our Orno in time, I think, which is the channel. Yes,
Republic.
uh, yeah, in Republic, yes.
Mhm.
Uh, uh, he also represents the Jhor, the
I
cyclone.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew his name means that. Okay. Now I can understand why he behaves in the particular fashion which is there. Lives up to his
No,
name.
no.
So what does Sanjay mean? What does the name Sanjay basically means?
Sanjay,
Hmm.
Sanjay, that Mahabharata
Uh-huh.
as one Sanjay was there. Actually, the Sanjay, I can't figure it out what exactly the Sanjay mean. But what I have understood up till now is
Hmm.
that Sanjay of the Mahabharata. This is just like a television.
Okay.
That power, I also feel that that power is within me. That
Hmm.
what's going to happen in the near future. That
Hmm.
intuitive, I've got a very intuitive mind. So that way I can relate my name with Sanjay. But otherwise, I can't exactly tell you what exactly it is.
Wow. Okay, so let's then try to check out how much of a intuition you have. So when will this COVID situation get over?
Uh, I
Pandemic when?
think another. I think
Yeah,
probably by another year from now, another year, by next March 21. Uh,
2021.
by that, uh, no, 22, March
22. Okay.
22, right?
20.
Uh,
Yeah.
this pandemic might be over by that time. I think most of the population in India and the world over will be vaccinated. Hopefully, by 1 or 1.5 years.
Yeah, I think that's also the prediction what most other people also are saying, and let's hope it happens. Okay, so as we have been talking about, life is all about ups and downs, and specifically something, as you said, we can't go back to the 50 years plus where we have been there on this mother earth. But let's say in the
Yeah.
last 1 year, what has been some changes which you have experienced because of this COVID situation? Because we are now close to 1 year when it actually struck India.
Mm,
Work
many
wise,
good things
personal
is
wise.
uh, yes. What I have seen in the society
Hmm,
that due to this pandemic, uh,
mhm.
many people have lost their close ones. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the disadvantage what I have felt.
Hmm,
But the positives, if you can see, that this is one of the positives where we are talking virtually.
hmm, hmm,
Okay, people
hmm.
haven't explored this option previously, but
Correct.
now this is this is a very good option, and most of the studies they are also being done
Hmm,
through video conferencing only. Now, just if I see when I am going into my office part. I have seen that most of the meetings previously uh, we we would go for the meetings in the other cities. Okay,
okay.
then
Hmm,
there is a lot of economics involved
hmm, hmm,
for those for attending those meetings. But
hmm.
now most of the meetings they are being held online only.
Yeah.
This is one of the part. But regarding me, since last 2 or 3 years, I have I have getting the experience of administering the things in my office.
Hmm,
So when I see this thing that during the COVID times, we had to call our colleagues alternate days also.
hmm,
So the things which used to move very fast previously, because since we were working with the files,
hmm,
so it now it got delayed during the COVID times. It got delayed because the work which would take normally 2 or 3 days
hmm.
now this will take around 4 days. But
Yeah.
then people uh, they really are very courageous and they have worked a lot during these COVID times also.
Hmm. I think that was wonderful because I think you were very close to the front line because since one of your output, I believe, is also goes to the uh, planes and other things, which is very important that your input has to be there. Uh, it's roughly emergency in a way, if we put it. Yeah. So it was a critical service. So I think hats off to you and your
Even
colleagues for doing a wonderful job.
Yes, even our department's name was also inscribed in one of the Ministry of Home Affairs circulars. This
Wow.
is meteorological department that they're doing the exceptional service. And in some of the services, I think even Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has also taken name of our department for giving excellent services. So wonderful being in this department, associated with this department.
So at home and all, how did it change? The children started doing more online classes. Were they comfortable? Technology worked out for them?
Since last 1 year,
Hmm.
my son is doing online classes only,
Hmm.
and we have also done so many video conferencing, uh, being at home only,
Okay.
uh, and it is said that when you work from home, and the
Hmm.
work pressure decreases, but it is not the case. Even from home also, you have to attend so many meetings. So I have attended so many trainings also being at home.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's one part of our life which is there. So, um, okay, let's. One thing which I feel, or I said we are from the same city. Yeah. One thing we
Right.
very vividly remember is the Durga Puja, and specifically the one which used to happen at Dinanath ground. It's
Right.
called what, Bengali Association Durga Puja, or what is it called?
Bengali Association Durga Puja.
Bengali Association. So how has it changed? Because you are a student of Dinanath, so you have seen it from a very close counter for nearly, I think, 40 plus years. And so how has it changed over the number of years? How puja was being done, how celebration is being done at that place?
You are talking in relation with the pandemic situation, or
No, I'm just saying
over
in
a
the
period
last
of
40 years. No, I'm saying in the last 40 years, compared to
uh,
what we saw as a puja at our childhood, uh,
uh,
and what maybe you are seeing for the last 5 years. Maybe the pandemic might be a little bit of a aberration, but uh, is there a major change in how celebration is happening?
the celebration. I think initially when
Hmm.
uh, we were like a child, okay, we were children. That
Hmm.
time, um, I was not very much interested in going for the Durga Puja celebrations, and then I was a bit skeptical of going to have the bhog,
Okay.
right, in our
uh,
school days.
uh,
But then when I went to Pune,
uh,
okay, when, because of my work,
hmm.
so that time I found the essence of that bhog.
Wow.
When I was not getting that bhog, I found that bhog was so tasty. Then when
Hmm.
I came back, then I associated myself with the Bengali Association of at Pune,
Okay.
and they were conducting the Durga Puja at Congress Bhavan in Pune.
Hmm.
Uh, and then when I came back, I got myself associated with
Hmm.
this Durga Puja
Hmm.
at Dhantoli.
Oh.
But last year, it
Hmm.
was when I never have imagined in my dreams also. There was no Durga Puja celebrations, and
Okay.
it was, we could not even get the bhog, and I can't just exactly make out what we have lost
Yeah.
last year due to pandemic situation.
So let's hope that this year, by the time October, November comes, things are in control, and at least we have some resemblance of the old puja and the bhog and 4 days of celebration. That's what happens for Bengalis. We don't do
Uh,
9 days. Navratri is what we don't do.
No, no. For us, this Panchami, Shashti, Saptami,
Hmm.
Ashtami is enough. And
Correct.
most of the Bengalis who are staying outside. I don't know about you, because now you have made up your home at Bangalore only.
Bangalore. Hmm.
So uh, probably you are not visiting at Nagpur, right?
No, I have not visited Nagpur Durga Puja for maybe 20 years now. Last might be around 20 years back. So
My God. Oh, so you're missing a lot.
yeah, I'm definitely missing quite a lot. But we have got very comfortable in Bangalore because, uh, again, like I think, how many puja happens in Nagpur nowadays? Durga Puja, the Bengali one, seven, eight or more.
No more than that. One is see at Ajni,
Huh,
Manish Nagar,
correct.
then
Katol Road
uh,
has got one, I
Danto,
think.
Dantoli, Katol
Huh.
Road, then your Ordnance
Defense
Factory,
had one.
Defense, Shantinagar,
Hmm.
uh, CMPDI. mm,
Motibag has anything?
like
No.
yes, Motibag is also there. Motibag and few more are also there. I think
Yeah, maybe
uh,
10, 12,
we can
15,
say that.
maybe. Yeah. So
Yes.
in Bangalore, what has happened and which is very interesting is we now have close to 100 plus Bengali Durga Puja which happens in Bangalore. Uh, Very interestingly, and that's my observation that uh, all the pujas it happens and the way it is started. Let's say in Bangalore, it started around 50 years back, and after a couple
Uh,
of years it broke up and it became two, and then after a couple of
uh,
years that broke up and it became four, and that's how it's going on,
uh,
and now it's close
uh,
to more than 100 which is happening all over
uh,
Bangalore, which is a case which is there, but which is good in a way. I think you are going to a particular place and it's more of your para and adda where people are going,
uh,
having a bhog, um, are
uh,
able to do it instead of everything happening at one place and you have to wait maybe for 2 3 hours to maybe eat your bhog or maybe give the anjali itself. Yeah. So I
uh.
think it's in a way good, which is there as long people are going and doing it.
You are attending which one? Which puja you are attending at Bangalore?
We attend something at North Bangalore, so it is the I think the second or third oldest puja in Bangalore, which is there
Uh,
now more than
uh,
40 to 43 years, which is there. So we go
and
there around
your socially
my
your
contribution.
contribution.
My contribution is only to go and eat the bhog and all. Yeah. So and to ferry my family members,
Yeah.
सुबह बीवी को घर पहुंचा दो वहां पे, because she does some work in the uh,
Uh,
मंदिर and all, भोग वगैरह
yes.
बनाती है and all those things, and then
Mm,
come back, फिर बच्चों को उठाओ, उनको लेके जाओ,
mm,
फिर उनको
mm,
ड्रॉप करने के बाद मॉम सेज ओके आई कांट सीट फॉर सच अ लॉन्ग टाइम, फिर उनको लेके
yeah.
आओ, देन बेबी अराउंड 1 1:30 2 o'clock भोग वगैरह खा लिया, तो देन यू स्टार्ट ड्रॉपिंग पीपल, तो ये करते करते लास्ट पर्सन ड्रॉप करते करते 4 बज जाएगा, तो that's what it is there, but I love the doing that and bhog definitely is something which is very very interesting, and we also do a lot
Mhm.
of uh, in-house programs
Culture.
which happens. Yeah.
Mhm.
Does it happen in uh, Dhantuli? Do they do some variety program and
No,
that kind of stuff?
no. Nowadays, they have stopped doing cultural programs because there is a shortage of space, I think,
Oh,
which I have found. And
acha.
most of the cultural programs that is being done at Control Road only. And they are
Okay.
very much involved in doing the cultural programs at Control Road. And there are even Motivan, uh, they are also doing cultural programs. But
Okay.
here often Dantoli, due to shortage of space, I think they are avoiding nowadays because then you have
But
the
I
exhibition
don't
also, no?
remember. I don't remember earlier. Also, it used to happen. Was it happening earlier?
It
Because
used to happen.
it used to happen.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
my recollection is more towards you go there and you had the mela which was happening, uh,
Mhm.
the Durga Puja mela which used to happen at Dinanath ground. No? So that
Exhibition.
exhibition,
Mhm.
exact, correct. So
Mhm.
those days, I don't think too many exhibitions used to happen in Nagpur at all, or at least even if it happened, we never went. So that was
Mhm.
something to look forward to. Okay, you go around, have some fast food or whatever. Matlab, you will have samosas and jalebis only, but that was fast food for us. Uh, we only realize pizza and other stuff are what is actually, or burger is something which is a fast food later on. So
And the
I
fascinating
don't.
part of that,
Huh,
uh, the fascinating part of that exhibition is that the central tower, okay,
yeah,
and then you
yeah,
will have, do you remember that?
yeah. I remember that. And then you'll have those
Uh,
announcement which will keep on coming वगैरह. आपका बच्चा
yes, yes.
रो रहा है, उसका नाक बह रहा है, सफेद कप शर्ट पहना हुआ है, नील कलर का निक्कर पहना हुआ है, यहाँ से हमारे रिसेप्शन से जाके पिकअप कर लीजिए वगैरह. So, so the kid
और
is
फिर
not able to
नाम
tell the
ना,
name also, so you can't say कि ये बच्चा खो गया and whatever. So
तो जिसका बच्चा खो गया वो फिर जाता था उधर
हाँ,
टावर
वो
में, और
टावर में
जाके
जा.
फिर बहुत खुशी खुशी दो बातें भी बोलते
और दो लगा भी दे तब के जमाने में तो पहले मतलब बच्चा रो रहा है मिलने के बाद खुशी के मारे दो कान के नीचे बजाने का वगैरह उसके बाद वगैरह. मैंने आई टोल्ड यू तब তোমাকে বলেছিলাম হাত ধরে থাকতে हैं व्हाट इज दिस. सो
थे. तो ওইটা তো মানে this is a feeling of being a father or a mother, right?
या
Nowadays you cannot hit your child. The
करेक्ट.
child will revert back to you
यस.
saying that you cannot hit me. And there are
करेक्ट.
laws also in place nowadays, right?
या या that's true. Things have, I think, has changed quite a lot. So Acha, since you started with your singing and all, so how did this passion develop, and uh, how did you build on this? Did you go through some formal music classes and all? Tell us something more about that.
No, Tuhin, it's not like that. Actually, I was very much interested during from my childhood on, but
Okay.
then I could not pursue anything on that front.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Probably there were so many issues. That's why I could not pursue on that. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now mm, since the time I have lost my father, uh, I I was not feeling well. Actually, I was feeling a little bit depressed. And you think if you are losing somebody as our head, uh, um, so that time I was feeling a little bit depressed. So I started then singing. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that that was the best stress buster which I have found
Mm-hmm.
personally.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened during his last journey, my father's last journey from the hospital to my home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he said that you keep on. He asked me to just start singing. Okay,
Wow.
uh, I was on the driving wheel, and he was
Mm-hmm.
sitting beside me,
Mm-hmm.
and he told me that you keep singing. You have got a good voice,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that I have not. He told me that I have not given you any formal education. That was the saddest part, but you keep on singing. So, and after that, uh, the day when he told me that after 5 days, I have lost my father. So I kept singing. I kept that passion. Uh, I thought I should keep on singing, and probably after retirement, because your voice, you can use your voice up to the age of 70. Okay,
Okay.
but from
Mm-hmm.
60 to 70, probably we can go for singing some light musical songs like
Mm-hmm.
ghazal or bhajan. You can sing. That, that is what. And you too sing good,
Yeah,
quite good
I have to.
songs.
Yeah, I have to give credit to you because I think maybe it's a story for many of us that you never realize that maybe you can sing, or you sang sometime in the bathroom and then you never did anything formally, and neither you
Yes.
sang in any situation. अगर किसी ने फीडबैक भी दिया तो कभी के लगा कि मजाक कर दिया कि अच्छा बोला तो you didn't believe that particular person. But I think you figured out some of this karaoke app which is there and you had recommended, and once I
Mm.
started singing then I figured out that okay, this can also be done easily without too much of uh, tam jam and too much of effort. The way we are doing, as we spoke earlier, na, technology has,
mm,
I think, changed quite a lot. Now we are able to have a discussion. You are 1500 kilometers away from me, but we are talking as if we are sitting in the same room. In the same way, there
right,
is a
right.
music which is happening at the background, lyrics are coming, what we call as karaoke, and then you're singing there. And then there are other people who are also would have sang, and you're joining them all over the world with duets and all. So I think it
Mm,
was
mm,
very
mm,
stress buster, as you very rightly put it. And
mm,
I think I also remember one of your observations saying that uh, finally our family will be happy that हम लोग इधर उधर घूम नहीं रहे all over the place,
yeah,
और मतलब
yeah,
दारू पीते हुए बैठे नहीं हैं. We are at
mm,
least sitting in a corner and singing, so at least they know कि मतलब हमारा
mm,
हस्बैंड, हमारा मतलब फादर कर क्या रहा है वगैरह, मतलब whether they
mm,
like or don't like, but it's
mm.
I think much better. And
No, that is a different aspect, whether they like or not.
yeah,
Actually, you should be. It is a sort of a meditation. I tell you, when you are singing,
yeah,
people doesn't know. Probably then you should have that control on your respiration,
yeah.
where to stop, where to breathe, where to
Hmm,
inhale, where to exhale,
hmm, hmm,
and then your beats are also important. Probably most of the times I mismatch with my beats probably, uh, but then with practice it often comes. But uh, it's a sort of a meditation like, and if you are
hmm.
feeling better, then why to be why to think for others what
Yeah.
they say.
No, they have to listen. Na?
It's,
Family members, they have to, matlab, unknowingly they have to listen, because you are singing maybe in the same room or in another room. Some आवाज तो जा ही रहा है ना बेचारों के पास वगैरह, तो they can't even tell you ना कितने बेसुरा गा रहे हो, and also so
अरे
that's how.
बेसुरा भी होना चाहिए, बेसुरा होना चाहिए, बेताल होना चाहिए. डिफिकल्ट है क्योंकि आपका जुबान, आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग, क्योंकि जुबान से वो सारे शब्द भी तो निकलने हैं, है ना,
Hmm.
और साथ साथ निकलना चाहिए. बेसुरा होने से फिर बाद में बोलेंगे नहीं अभी आप सुर में गा. इनिशियली में बेसुरा ही होना चाहिए. बट आई एंजॉय सिंगिंग, आई एंजॉय सिंगिंग एंड आई
Okay,
लव इट.
that's lovely, and keep on singing and keep on entertaining us. You have a wonderful voice and you sing so well. So it's definitely a
थैंक यू,
pleasure
थैंक यू.
hearing you whenever we get the opportunity. So let's come to the last bit. I think we have had a great discussion. So you mentioned somewhere about retirement. So I know it's 6-7 years away, your retirement, but आगे का क्या सोचा, मतलब maybe not post retirement, but what, anything you want to be wanting to do which you have not done earlier, or something different you are planning to do in the next few years, 2 years, 5 years down the line.
I wanted to study a lot,
Okay.
but probably that was not destined for me.
Uh-huh.
I had to stop studying. Um, uh, even the postgraduate, in the postgraduate studies also, I had to stop.
Hmm.
Okay, but
Hmm.
then, and I have got lot many interests in different fields.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested in education, interested in singing, interested in playing. I played cricket, I played table tennis, and I played chess also. So there were
Okay.
so many open competitions which are being held at Nagpur, and I represented in many. And then, mm, but one thing I would tell you, there is a very fascinating story, but this is the end was not a very fascinating one. I stopped playing chess because uh, when I represented in one of the tournaments, there I saw that one mother would bring her handicapped child
Mm-hmm.
to the third floor. Okay,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
then one game was supposed to be played between that handicapped child and the organizer, one of the members of the organizer.
Mm.
Uh, so unfortunately, that organizer could not come within that time period. So that point would have been given to that handicapped child. that was given on that particular day of the match, but in the next subsequent day, it was shown that he lost the match,
mm,
and the it was shared between these two people. This is half point for this guy and half point for the organizer. So
mm,
then I protested. I protested, and I did not feel good. I protested that he should have been given a full point.
mm,
Why it was done like that? And you are making him depressed, right?
mm,
So that was the time. But the organizers, they contested that if you are disturbing other players, so you
mm,
better don't disturb other players. Better
mm,
go out of this room. So that was the day when I stopped playing my chess and stopped representing in the outside games. So that was after my retirement. Yes, I think I should do uh, even the shorthand. I would like to do some shorthand. Then singing is there, and
mm,
writing articles for newspapers or magazines. Previously, I was doing it. Uh, I was doing some hasya kavita also. For
mm,
that, I have been awarded a few number of times, uh, and I love doing hasya uh, poems. हास्य रस वाली, ठीक है,
wow. Mm,
हिंदी में
mm,
एक मैंने कभी कविता लिखी थी,
mm,
उसमें बाई के ऊपर लिखा था, है
हाँ,
ना, एक
हाँ,
मैंने घर में जो मेड सर्वेंट होती है उसके ऊपर मैंने
अच्छा,
एक लिखा था। बड़ा मजा आया। फिर जो श्रोतागण थे बोलने लगे कि आप ऐसे डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स पे सुनाया करिए। मेरा दूसरा कविता था, फिर अपने स्वयं के ऊपर यदि आप कभी अपने ऊपर व्यंग्य करेंगे तो उससे बेटर कभी हो नहीं सकता। यानी आपका if if any pun is being done by others, it will always hurt you. But if that pun has been done by yourself only on you, I think uh, uh, you are trying to get aloof from that depression part. And there was one more poem which I had done. जब वो वीर रस का था,
हाँ, हाँ,
एक कुत्ता मर गया ड्यू टू एक्सीडेंट। वो
mm,
that dog used to visit our home every day.
mm,
तो मुझे बड़ा तकलीफ हुआ उस समय। तो दैट टाइम आई हैड रिटन वन पोएम। वो एक अलग टॉपिक था, अपने खुद के बालों के ऊपर लिखा है अबाउट माय बॉल्डनेस।
हाँ,
And the chief guest who visited there, he said that as if this poem had been written on me. I said, मतलब आप कभी देखो कि गंजे के पास कंघी होना एसेंशियल
mm,
है ना।
mm,
जिसके सर पे बाल है, उसके सर
mm.
पे उसके
I
पॉकेट में
just
आपको
remembered. Mm. मेरे पास बहुत बाल है।
हाँ हाँ, जिसके पास बाल होते हैं ना, तो वो
Mm,
कभी कंघी अपने जेब में नहीं रखते, लेकिन जिसके पास बाल नहीं होते हर समय संभालने के कंघी को जरूर रखते हैं। ये आप
uh,
देखिए।
good observation.
और
Yes.
हम्म, और भी बहुत सारे ऑब्जर्वेशन है वो मेरे पोएम में। कभी
Mm.
मौका मिले तो उसको भी सुना दूंगा।
जरूर, 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 जरूर. Yeah. So I think wonderful, Dada. It was such a pleasure talking to you in so many different topics which is there, and I think the best way of I think living Zindagi, you started with a different aspect through songs, but I think if we can laugh at ourselves and
Yes.
maybe also not take life very seriously, take it lightly as much as we
Right.
can. या तो जिंदगी मतलब चलते रहेगी, तो जिंदगी का सफर
Nobody,
वो चलते रहेगा.
nobody should take a life that much serious, because it is a cycle and there is a clock. Always, one should remember that there is always a clock. Okay,
Yeah.
and the that time is ticking. Every second it is changing. So if the time is bad for us now, the next second might be good for us. So just have to have that patience, and I think the life will be great for us.
Good. I think
This is
with
what
those
I feel.
words, yeah, definitely. I think those words for any of our viewers who are going to be seeing it is something we should take it to our heart, and we should practice doing that. I think once more, thank you very much on coming and joining for this wonderful discussion which we have, and it was on a very very short notice. So as always, you have been very kind to do that. Yeah. So thanks a lot. Wish you all the best, and bye.
But before partying, I want to
Yes.
hear one song from you.
Uh, I'm not a very good singer. I think one more from
No
your side will
problem.
be wonderful.
No problem. But no problem. That is not an issue.
One more from your side will be pretty good, no? So
Which one?
जो भी है मतलब जगजीत सिंह वाला सुना दो, मतलब वो बचपन की
एक
कहानी, मतलब
वो कागज की कश्ती, वो बारिश का पानी, वो कागज की कश्ती. I don't know the lyrics actually
I
fully. So
yes.
I think that train must will be derailing. So it's better not to sing without the lyrics.
Yeah, yeah. I have the same problem. I can't remember lyrics at all, even though I might have sang that song so many times, which sometimes get me to uh, worry that whether I'm paying so much attention to the song, because I would have sung it maybe 100 or maybe sometimes 200, 300 times, but still अगर गाने जाओ तो मतलब पहला लाइन याद आ गया, या फिर उसके बाद मुखरा याद नहीं आ रहा है, या फिर
तुम्हारे पास जो क्वालिटी, कुछ अलग क्वालिटी है आपके पास, लिखने की क्वालिटी है दादा. एंड यू आर सच ए गुड राइटर, हैव रिटन सो मेनी बुक्स. सो सबके पास अलग अलग क्वालिटी है. आप क्वालिटी, वो क्वालिटी के धनी हैं. और ये जो आपकी आइडिया है, वंडरफुल आइडिया. ये जो वेंचर है, मजा आ गया आपके साथ बात करके. थैंक यू
चलिए
सो
सर.
मच.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
ओके, थैंक यू.